This is one of the most efficient coal power stations in the world, and the vast majority of its fuel comes from Australia. But its future is uncertain, with the Japanese government vowing to cut its net emissions to zero by the middle of the century.
We need to understand that taking assertive measures against climate change will be good for the economy.
Japan is the biggest customer for the coal that fuels these power stations. Tokyo's 2050 commitment follows South Korea's and China's target of net zero emissions by 2060. In 2019, Australia's thermal coal exports to those three countries were worth almost $17 billion.
We are facing a serious threat there for thermal coal exports, and we need to pivot and pivot hard.
After the Fukushima meltdown, Japan shut down its nuclear industry almost overnight, and most reactors remain offline. To get to its carbon neutral goal, it hopes to safely restart them, as well as maximise renewables, but without the land space, it'll have to look offshore. It also plans to do more research into batteries and carbon capture technologies. Australia's mining lobby says Australian minerals companies will play a central role in providing the resources needed to grow sustainably. But experts say time is running out for Australia to reposition itself.
We want to establish ourselves as reliable trading partners in a new green economy. So it's absolutely important to be starting now, getting going, getting agreements happening.
Japan is closing scores of older, smaller, dirtier coal power plants, but is building or planning at least 10 new larger ones like Isogo. Its owners hope they'll be able to eventually capture its emissions and recycle them into things like plastics, biofuels or concrete. But that technology is far from commercial today. Australia's energy industry will be watching closely as to how Japan maps its way to a cleaner future. Jake Sturmer, ABC News, Yokohama.